You got me jumping like.
Okay, so there is a new boss added to the game. But by the time this video is posted, it probably won't be new. But I'm still posting anyway because views. So you may be asking, what's this mechanical hoopla about? And I'm here to tell you that I do not know. Maybe the devs woke up one day and said, let's make a boss. But hear me out, it's going to be super difficult, and it looks like an onion ring. However, there is some lore about this boss, something about M.A.S being its creator, and something else about M.A.S being the Amira of this Axarem or Vulner. I lost track at this point. Wait, why am I reviewing Star Glitcher lore? Anyways, onto the boss fight. Fun fact, did you know that M.A.S is the first transcendent non-seasonal boss in the game? Okay, 2 seconds into the boss fight, and I get flashbanged by some swirly thing. This was my first impression of this boss. That boss fight lasted less than a sneeze. Then again, this was like an hour after the update just launched, so nobody had any idea what they were doing. But you are in luck, because Ma knows how to defeat this godforsaken boss with grace, as you probably already saw in the title. But let's go over the rewards and requirements of M.A.S first. M.A.S has a lot of rewards, the most valuable ones being Crimson Essence, 10, Sword Scraps, Axurian Singularity. And for the requirements, you would basically need to defeat all bosses from Lunatic and below, Katetsa and the Forsaken, Misona and Orb Phantom. Okay, also I have just spawned into a server fighting M.A.S, and I instantly get killed. So as you can see in this clip, I have absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was probably thinking, I'm gonna use Brilliance because no one else is. And here's the reality well ability that you have to dodge by going into an energy cage. Yes, that actually looks like Fallen X Ultimate in the FA version. Oh, how far you've fallen. Get it? Because it's Fallen X. As in fallen off of the meta. I'm just going to stop it at there. But seriously, we need more Big O abilities. Actually, it doesn't even need to be Big O. Like, have you seen 2023 Ultrasonic? That was a different breed of Star Glitcher. The devs borrowed some of Caesar's powers and stored it inside Ultrasonic. Talking about Ultrasonic. Ultrasonic is actually one of the modes that you can use to beat this boss. In situations like this, with Ultrasonic, you can outrun the beams while being able to deal damage using the X skill. You can also dodge the beams by using Armageddon's buff ability, like the multiple people shown in the clip just now. Or you could use Memmer's shoot the something ability to dodge. Dissolution's Meteor is also a great way to deal damage. The only downside is that it requires aiming and it doesn't have a lot of AoE. Also, the boss gets to rapid fire big explosions, but I don't. Literally, so not fair. Oh hey, I'm back. And I'm gone again. Purity can also be used in this boss fight because of its C and V ability. And in my opinion, it just makes it more fun to play. Yeah, no, don't use Equinox for this boss fight. If you are planning on using the invisibility ability, thinking that it will bypass the attacks, sorry to break it to you, but you are like 7 updates late. Anyways, I'm just going to skip past this boss fight, because newsflash, I lost. That was expected. Anyways, back to the beginning. So I saw people using Catastrophe for its C skill. And honestly, I didn't really understand that, because Catastrophe's transformation just takes way too long if you want to switch out quickly. But it is a nuke, sort of, and I didn't even use it right. Then I tried using Odyssey, which honestly was really good at dodging some of the attacks. Like, did you see that? I felt like a knockoff anime protagonist dodging the enemy's abilities. Also, if you have it, you can also use Venator. In some cases, it just requires aiming. Everything requires aiming. From playing a block game to shooting down a target with a sniper rifle. And I'm not talking about those archery ones. Anyways, while you watch me die over and over again, how was your day? Are you doing something productive with your life? What are you doing with your life? Are you willing to donate me money? And most importantly, are you enjoying this update? Because sure, this boss is fun to beat, and the skins are nice. But I'm waiting for the big updates. Not the seasonal ones like Winter. I'm talking about the ones like Ultra Hell or the synthetic mode finding skins thingamabob. Which compared to Ultra Hell isn't really that big. But still. Like what happened to the 12 Scourges. We got Katetsa and the Forsaken. And that was the end of it. Talking about Katetsa, I think Katetsa still holds the record for Skur's most difficult boss. You had to literally have perfect coordination with the entire server in order to fight Katetsa. Not to mention, everyone had to have dependency. Anyways, back to the topic. What happened to the Ex Machina quest? You know, the one in the safe zone next to the signboards. It's been there for like 2 decades, and it still serves no purpose. Every time I walk past it and see its lifeless body, just standing there. And when I click talk, it's the same thing over and over again. Everyone probably forgot about it. Anyways, I'm putting this video on 7.5x speed because this is taking way too long. That was depressing. And also that beat drop was insane. Did you guys notice that? That was in fact unintentional. Now time for the final tips. So I've tested it a few times and these are the modes that I use. For the dashing attack I use 1. Rover to deflect the attacks. Deflecting the attacks can weaken M.A.S. 2. Members X to entirely dodge but not weakening M.A.S. 3. Any fast modes or tanks to evade. 4. Broken, to evade but it's very unpredictable. Next, the rapid fire attack. 1. Mimer to evade and attack using X. 2. Archon for as much damage as possible. 3. SHDX to quickly blast then switch out. 4. Crazed X to quickly blast then switch out. 5. Ultrasonics X or Brilliance to outspeed or tank while dealing damage. The spinner attack. 1. Ultrasonic X to outspeed and deal damage. 2. Members X to evade and deal damage. But it kind of messes up switching to another mode, so minus points for that. 3. Dissolutions X to deal damage and potentially tank. 4. Armageddon buff or Siegfried transformation to evade. 5. Zephyr to tank. The moving pillars attack. 1. Use Zephyr to tank or any other tank. And yes, that was the only option. Supports. 1. Archon's healing ability. 2. Love's healing ability. 3. Armageddon's buff. 4. Subdivision C, although it disappears when you switch to modes from other sides. 5. Synergy's buff, although difficult to use. 6. Dependency C, its cooldown is way too long. Now, for the general ranking. 1. Rover. 2. Archon. 3. Brilliance. 4. Mimer. 5. Ultrasonic. 6. Venator. 7. SHD. 8. Armageddon. 9. Reality. 10. Dissolution. 11. Purity. 12. Crazed. So in conclusion, use whatever you want. It's a game. It was always a game.